Welcome to Curt and Jim live in Muscle Catch Studios. On a Monday night, we are here to improve the reputation of Mondays. It is great to be here. It feels a little trippy because we were here last night doing the Outback Quarterback mock draft show, which was live as well. The first time we've done that episode of the NFL show live. What a night it was. We had plenty of people in the chat. We've had over 750 people watch the episode since, which is just fantastic. Hopefully we have a similarly enjoyable and big night tonight. We've got a heck of a lot on. Boy, oh boy, we're talking LIV Golf and the collapse of Saudi sport in general. We're talking the Premier League and another capitulation from Arsenal. They're doing this again, aren't they? I think they might be. We're also talking humans versus robots. I don't know if you saw the half marathon in China, but we'll dissect that. I think they're coming for us. Plenty more on, but Jimbo, you are here. Welcome, my friend.
Thank you.
We missed last week. I was sick.
Still sound sick?
Yeah, I still sound blocked up, don't I? I'm not at my vocal best. I was singing some karaoke in the car and just couldn't hit the notes that I normally hit. But we're here. We're wearing our brand new tracksuits, our new sponsor. And, you know, it wasn't the coldest day today. We're in full tracksuits. So we've got the aircon on, which is going straight into my ill lungs,
nice.
Which is, you know, making a little...
helping that cough.
Really hoping the cough. But the Finch Collective, thefinchcollective.com, Jimbo, is where people can get these things and dress like us. The hats are awesome. The hoodies and the tracksuits are awesome. You've been wearing the track pants all day. You were home today. You had a day off.
Yes, I'm living in these things.
Yeah.
I am loving this fabric.
And not only have you doubled down with the comfortable Finch Collective gear, and we thank them for coming on board, what footwear did you wear here today? Can you show the people?
I am rocking technically it's my around house croc slipper.
Look, they've got like a carpet lining inside.
My cozy carpet lining.
That's a disgraceful choice.
Just keeping it casual.
Are you sick yourself, or are you just on a bit of a mental decline?
Only in the head.
Okay, all right, as suspected. But finchcollective.com, you can go to their website, or you can go to their Instagram with code CURT10. That's Curt, C-U-R-T 10, the number, CURT10. You get 10% off. So the way to support the show at the moment, other than watching and telling your friends, is to buy Finch Collective gear, because if they're happy, we're happy.
That's it.
All right, Jim, we've got a heck of a lot going on. A lot of sports stuff.
A lot happening this week.
A lot to come out of the Jimbotron, I think, tonight. I think it'll be a big viewing session.
Links galore.
Links galore. We have a new segment.
We do.
Called The World Around Us.
That's it. We're trying a new segment today.
Which I can't wait for. We're going to get heavily political on the show. Very heavily political.
Okay.
We've got a mailbag on the way, a segment coming up soon in the coming weeks. So send us anything, curtis@musclecat.com.au, or just DM me on Curt Can't Talk on either TikTok or on Instagram with your questions. Any questions, mainly sports related, sure, but anything else you want to know, and I'll see if it makes the mailbag, which will come out in a week or two. That's what I've got so far. Who have we got in the chat, Jimbo? Who are we saying g'day to?
We've got Alex some regulars. Before. So Max Dash is maintaining his regular status.
Yes, Max Dash.
We got B Factor.
Hey, B Factor's back.
Wayne Hollis.
Wayne.
Always good to see you, Wayne.
Very, very nice.
He's chiming in to see what's happening in the cornhole land of quadriplegics.
Oh, we will get there, Wayne. Don't you worry about that.
And then we've got Hip Hop Romania.
Hey, he's back.
Hey.
Our Romanian
also
man.
a regular now.
Fantastic. And Alex is back from a little hiatus.
Yep. And we got Liam in. So he says morning.
All right.
Well, morning for him.
Yeah, the
night
boys.
for us. We also had, obviously, Alex earlier from chat. And we've got Cool as a Cuke 80.
Cool as a Cuke. I think a new one from TikTok.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't think I've seen Cool as a Cuke.
Welcome. Cool as a Cuke. All right. That's who we've got in the chat. If you haven't said hello yet, make sure you do. We'll give you a shout out. Great to have you all here. Now, Wayne foreshadowed our introduction.
Oh.
He foreshadowed it. He asked, what's the update on the quadruple amputee cornhole champion who shot a guy whilst driving?
My goodness.
I do need to credit B Factor, our regular viewer, who I caught up with for dinner last week, and he showed me something. He said, boy, oh boy, have I got an update for you.
Yeah.
And you've got the video?
Yeah. So, I had ironically seen this, so I'm like, either way, B Factor, I had you back too, because...
you came across this separately from me?
Yeah, I came across it as well in my feed. It had hit I guess as you'd expect a story like that, it'd hit world news.
Well, true.
So we were getting the follow-up. So
And we'd both Googled it multiple times as well.
yeah.
So it's definitely in our search. All right, bring this up because, did I miss anything in the story?
Well, I guess for those that don't know, a
No legs.
no legs, no arms, just down to the nubs. He was. What the hell else do you describe it?
Well, you can describe it. You didn't need to demonstrate it. Subconsciously demonstrated it.
But
he plays cornhole.
He plays cornhole, but he was in the news for, I guess, shooting and killing somebody whilst driving a motor vehicle.
Yeah.
Which seemed absurd.
All things I didn't think he could do.
Correct.
Cornhole, driving, shooting.
100%. And then come to find out, turns out maybe a troubled soul prior to this event as it was.
Let's have a little squiz.
I guess
Dayton James Webber.
And I guess, so in the videos, giving us a little insight into his maybe pre-existing
penchant for guns.
Penchant, yeah.
Yes. Have you got? Is that just a still or is that the video
That's
itself?
the still. So then we've got him doing the.
Don't spoil it with the stills. Let's have a look at this vid. Thank you, TMZ. Always with a reliable scoop. What are we looking at here?
That is him doing a nub stand. Snorting what seems like an
illicit substance.
Illicit substance, allegedly.
Okay, so when he was on the news, he was reported as this
that
good
very
news story, very wholesome fella, one cornhole. Because he was a mini celebrity before this because of his cornhole exploits.
That's it.
Which, for those who don't know, is throwing a beanbag into a hole on a wooden board.
Yeah.
Wayne's an aficionado.
That's it.
So he was a good news story. And then this has come out.
And it very clearly, it couldn't be clearer how it answers the question from our original chat, which was, how is he shooting a gun?
Well, there you go.
So turns out that way.
Well, he's talented. Let's say that. But I don't think that helps his evidence in the trial.
This post is just riddled with him.
Oh my gosh,
playing with guns essentially. So doesn't seem like much of a surprise now, I guess.
No. I mean, history does tend to get dug up when you shoot someone in the head.
Yeah. It's hard to hide from it, I guess.
We should live stream the trial. Live watch along.
It's going to be a pretty open and shut case, I think.
You, me, B Factor, and Wayne for 10 minutes. Guilty.
Got hip hop Romania in the chat saying evil.
Oh, he is evil. Yes.
He is
Sorry,
evil.
we're not laughing at the deed. More just the vehicle in which that deed came about.
The nature of it all.
Yeah, very bizarre. Very bizarre. All right, speaking of bizarre, Jimbo, go on.
B Factor said in the chat, imagine how much of a menace he would have been if he had limbs.
But, see, I would push back on that.
Yeah.
Because maybe he's become embittered through his struggles. Maybe he would be a stand-up citizen and not an alleged murderer.
He did. Feels derogatory to say it this way for some reason, but he did start with limbs. So he had a bacterial infection that caused him to lose them as a child. I think maybe.
This isn't as fun anymore, Jim.
I'm making it too real.
Yep. You should have started with that. We got to the funny stuff. Not end with the horrible medical diagnosis.
So, I mean, it's safe to say he's going to jail, surely.
You're going to jail.
Given that, I guess he asked his two friends in the car to say, hey, can you get this body out?
Yeah.
And they proceeded to say no.
Yeah, and as B Factor said, he would have needed some help.
That's where Hip Hop Romania said, and imagine amputee cornhole killing someone.
Yeah, yep. It's a hell of a headline. All right, let's get up to some other headlines. We've got, I like my play on words there. Number one, Jimbo, the topic tonight, more like dead golf because LIV Golf, well, it may be no longer, Jim.
Yes.
Because we know a lot of sport lately, and especially LIV Golf and football, have been funded by the Saudi Arabian government via their public investment fund, the PIF, the PIF.
Yep.
Well, that can piff off.
They have piffed off.
They have piffed it off because their 2026 through 2030 strategic plan has come out this week. And there's El Zilcho bucks.
Doesn't involve a lot of money.
Not a lot of money because even before the Iranian war, they were not finding as much oil as they thought.
Yeah. Turns out the oil business isn't as lucrative as it once was.
Well, still pretty lucrative.
Still pretty lucrative. They lost, like 20 billion for the year since 2022?
Which doesn't sound good on a balance sheet. That's Aramco we're talking about. You would have seen Aramco signs everywhere. They are everywhere. Watch any Formula One event and you'll see them. So that's where all this money comes from the oil via the Saudi government, via the Public Investment Fund. And with no real announcement or expectation or prelude, they've just put out this strategic plan with a bunch of things missing, one of them being LIV Golf. And they've put reportedly between 500 and 700 billion bucks into LIV Golf since its inception in 2022 to launch this thing, right?
Yeah.
And we knew it's not making money from sponsorships and things, but we just assumed, well, maybe we didn't assume, but we thought the oil tap might not run dry as quickly as it has.
I think it was always clear they weren't investing in all these sports for the gain other than trying to bring Saudi and getting... It was clear that...
It's a tourism ploy.
Yeah, profits weren't the gain, or at least the nearsighted. But
sure.
Yeah, I guess we didn't foresee that the money would run dry, so to speak.
Yeah, so without the PIF, Saudi Arabia backing the sport, it makes it very questionable as to what the heck happens.
Well, this is what I was debating with someone, because I'm like, well, yeah, the funding's pulled, but somebody will come in and put money in and say, yes, it's obviously not to the same extent, because at the end of the day, they just need money in to keep it going. So it's not like they have to spend what was being spent, but surely somebody will come, like they were breaking even, I believe, or starting to. So it's like, it's not like somebody can't come in and there is a financial gain and B, some level of, I want to keep this league alive, but...
$7 billion in the last 5 years they've spent.
Yeah, but that's the growth strategy. I feel like...
To grow it to where? 10,000 YouTube streams? Like, it hasn't actually grown that much.
Well, I mean, more in terms of ticket sales, like even Adelaide, between the first one to the most recent one you went to, like it's definitely seeing growth, and that's where the tickets, I was under the understanding, is starting to get them to break even for these events.
Really?
Well, I thought so, but...
Really? I struggle to believe that. I mean, I know, yes, certainly the ticket sales have gone, they've doubled at least since we went in the first place, but even with those ticket sales and the added sponsorship that brings, it's still not a lot of eyes digitally. Right? Yeah. Outside of clips, like...
Yeah, they're definitely not breaking even.
Yeah, no, we're out clipping. We would be out viewing LIV Golf on a lot of our stuff, which is crazy, right?
Yeah, and I think the interesting thing now becomes the issue for the players that have all...
This is the thing, right? And so there was this whole culture war around golf at the split. You know, it was the Rory McIlroy camp of I'm a purist and I'm going to stay at the PGA Tour, and a lot of people loved him for it. Some called him a nerd and hated him for it, right? And then... It's true. Yeah. And then some guys like Dustin Johnson and Bryson DeChambeau and Phil Mickelson, they said, no, this is new. We're going to try it. We're sick of the monopoly on golf, so let's go and do it. And there was this split. Over the last couple of years...
And some were just chasing the money, but...
Of course. And who can blame them, really? When Dustin Johnson's getting $100 million.
Yeah.
I wonder why they're not making a profit. Wonder why. To pay a golfer $100 million to come across. That's probably why. So there's a split. Last couple of years, it's started to mend a little in that they've been allowed to play Masters and Majors and things like that. But we have seen, and we saw it was clear as day, outside of Tyrrell Hatton, pretty much every LIV golfer who played in the Masters was awful. Bryson, who used to compete and has won Majors, he didn't make the cut. Like these guys, there's a clear quality discrepancy now between the guys that have been on the LIV Golf Tour for 4 years and will now have to find their way back if this thing collapses.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, some aren't coming back, that's for sure.
What do you mean?
Like some of the players that jump ship. Like
the lower end ones.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But, I mean, even the higher ones, I thought they were given an ultimatum of some description to say you've got to at least... I thought there was some criteria and a bit of a deadline of being able to play both.
Well, that's when both tours are alive. But if LIV Golf dies, the PGA Tour won't say, no, you can never come back. Your career's over.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think they will they? Well, they won't leave the social media pull of Bryson DeChambeau on the streets. They'll find a way to bring him back. I think the point is more, whilst there's two leagues, you can't play for the Rogue League.
I thought the big storm was if you go, you're not coming back when everyone was making their pick.
Yeah, okay, maybe. You might be right.
But
put it in the chat if you guys know where that's at. But Yeah, I can't see them never being allowed back. Don't worry, they'll be made to kiss the feet of the PGA Tour and the players and the organisers. It'll be a humiliating ritual for them.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we did have a video, Jimbo, that we're going to go through, which is a really good summary. It goes for about 1:40, but it's about LIV and a few other things as well to do with Saudi Arabian sport. Are you able to get that up?
Yeah.
And we'll give credit to the dude who put it together because it's a nice little piece of work. The other thing while Jimbo's getting that is, of course, the North Adelaide course.
What's going to happen there?
The works start next Monday. It is next Monday that the course in our city is being redeveloped for millions and millions of dollars to house LIV Golf.
Got to be sweating himself on that call now.
Oh, boy. Party Pete. Can't party all day, Pete.
That's it. Unfortunately, on X, I'm a little limited on size. But
that's all right.
Financial earthquake in the history of professional sports. Everybody discussing the rumors that LIV Golf is about to collapse is missing the much bigger story. Professional golf is the tip of the iceberg here. Since 2016, Saudi has pumped $51 billion into a laundry list of leagues and athletes. Beyond LIV, this includes Newcastle United, Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar, virtually every boxing match, WWE,
Muscle Cat Media,
esports, EA Sports, and even the 2034 World Cup, which is set to cost at least $50 billion. Simply put, no entity in the history of sports has ever funded this many leagues and athletes at the same time. Of course, this creates a gigantic problem. All of that money traces back to oil, and Saudi hasn't been doing so hot. Last March, Saudi Aramco, their state-run oil company, slashed its annual dividend by $40 billion. For context, that is bigger than the GDP of most countries. Their PIF cash reserves are the lowest since 2020, and spending has been slashed across the board. Keep in mind here, even before Iran, Saudi started abandoning mega projects like The Line. Today,
The Line. Remember The Line?
Yeah.
It's meant to be this vertical city that just stretched for miles and miles.
Yeah.
I was excited about that just because it was so preposterous.
Yeah. Apparently it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
For projects like The Line. Today, their struggling oil business has officially made their sports portfolio discretionary. Now, these investments were always designed to clean their image and drive tourism, but it's tough to keep those goals when zero of the investments have had a positive ROI. Saudi has already kind of admitted this.
None of them are making money.
The PIF fund unveiled its 4-year strategic plan, and none of the entities on screen were even mentioned. Here's where this ends up. Saudi will almost certainly keep Newcastle, the World Cup, and EA Sports, but everything else is probably getting kicked to the curb. We've already seen the end of soccer stars heading to Saudi, but pretty soon we'll see boxing matches head back to Vegas with much smaller purses. The WWE's $1 billion hosting deal won't be renewed, the WTA finals will leave Riyadh, esports prize pools will evaporate, and every athlete who chased Saudi money over competition will be scrambling to find their way back.
Right.
I'm
Frank Michael Smith, great video. This is the other thing too. There will be no lasting effect of positive or goodwill for Saudi Arabia. There won't be. As soon as those things are gone, is anybody traveling back to Saudi because, the memories of when they had LIV Golf or the goodwill from them putting on these sports for us for 10 years?
No. But I mean, yeah. I don't know how many people are traveling there now, but I guess the question is, are they foreseeing that as they're losing a bunch of money, so they're not wanting to spend, but it's also, hey, tourism's probably been hit pretty hard currently.
True.
So is there a level of like, hey, let's just stop spending while...
Well, maybe. That's a good point too.
But it is hard to project how long that lasts unless they know something we don't.
I think they know a few things we don't. All right. Well, that's LIV Golf. It's going to be a disaster for Adelaide in particular if this doesn't go ahead.
Yeah.
It's going to be disastrous. All right. Well, we hit on a couple of topics that have something to do with the world there, Jimbo. So why don't we get into our new political segment? Are we ready for the world around us?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. This is the world around us. I have 5 headlines that I'm going to read to Jim that he doesn't know about. He has 5 sound effects on his soundboard. He must react to each headline with a sound effect. He knows what they are, but the catch is that he can only use each sound effect once. It's over to Jimbo to make his reactions tactful and appropriate. Jimbo, are you ready?
All right. Do we show these sounds?
I don't think
first?
we do.
No,
I don't think we do. You know what they are. You're in control. You may use them only once. There are 5 there. There are 5 headlines. You cannot repeat these sounds.
Keep in mind, I can't repeat.
And you have no idea what these headlines
are.
That's it. Number 1.
Nor what's coming next.
Iran declare the Strait of Hormuz closed again. Ooh. Yeah. What perspective is that from? Is that from the US and
That's
the rest
just
of
the world.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Bad news for the world. Just opened the straight already.
Oh, getting political already, Jimbo. Okay. Headline
I'm
2.
getting political. Says the guy that picked the headline.
Well, it's the number 1 world issue at the moment. This is the world around us, isn't it? All right. The UK is losing its wildflowers. That's funny, is it?
That's quite like it. Oh, there we go.
That's much better. Why is it missing the start of these sound effects?
I think it's wherever we played it to last.
Okay, all right. Meghan Markle, so you've used the laugh already. Meghan Markle dubs herself the most trolled person in the entire world. I think the laugh emoji would be more appropriate there, Jimbo. Only 2 to go. New Zealand declares a state of emergency as the Wellington floods hit.
I'm running out of sounds.
Pick one. Okay, pretty condescending. And finally, Arsenal hit the title panic button as Manchester City smell blood. Oh, that's a good one. All right, well done, Jimbo.
I'll take that.
That was the world around us. Well done.
Hey.
Okay, I think maybe 2 of those were appropriate. Yeah. I think the trombone for the Strait of Hormuz closing.
Yep. Male posh didn't work for...
What was that one for?
That
was for the floods. Yeah, that was a little sensitive.
Yep.
Meghan Markle's maybe was appropriate. Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll go back to the drawing board on that, Jimbo. We'll get listener feedback on whether the world around us is here to stay. I think we can refine. We can maybe refine the segment a little. But let's talk about Arsenal, the Premier League. It's happening again, Jim. It's happening again. They've finished second 8 times in the Premier League. These guys. We call them chokers. In the UK, they call them bottlers. Right?
Like to pump the brakes at the end, don't
they? They won't win the Champions League. Let's be honest about that. But the point I wanted to make here, Jim, is that there are some teams that are just cursed, right? And this feels like a genuine curse now. Once the panic starts to set in, you can feel it. You can tangibly feel it. Every time you watch a game, you can sense things aren't going to go their way. There wouldn't have been a single Arsenal fan in the world yesterday who thought they would beat Man City. And they must have hit the post 3, 4, 5 times. They played well. They probably deserved to win. And things just aren't going their way. There is look at me.
Yep.
0% chance, 0% chance that they win now.
Yeah.
I know they're still up by 3 points, but we've seen this so many times before. It's the Buffalo Bills in the NFL.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent amount of scar tissue on a franchise. They lost their 4 Super Bowls in a row in the 90s, and since then, every time they get close, just like Arsenal, it's been over 20 years since they won a title, every time they get close, there's this pressure that builds. You can feel it in the city, you can feel it with the fans, you can see it with the players and the coaches, and you just know it's too much for them.
And it's just the epitome of the yips, right? Like,
it's
the second it starts, it's just you're leaning in.
Correct. And they just cannot shake it. So this will be another Man City title.
We've got Liam in the chat saying, is it the early 200s or 2000s? Arsenal's shocking the league. Done for Milan. Make it to a cup final in Scotland, and Spurs are bottom of the table.
Yeah, it's a weird old year. Yeah. So I am a Spurs fan. I can't really gloat about Arsenal. I'm not trying to gloat because, hey, they're in a title race and we're going to the championship. So, there's that. But it's just an extraordinary syndrome that you see in sport sometimes. And there was nothing more sure than no matter how well they played yesterday, Arsenal were going to lose that. And sure enough, Man City win it 2-1. We'll keep monitoring this because it's going to be crazy over the next little while. All right, we've got the Jimbotron. We've got to fire up the Jimbotron.
Yeah, let's get some bits.
You've got a heck of a lot of stuff.
We've got a laundry list. We've got Kurt's dump, and then just
Kurt's dumps. Yeah,
Kurt's
that's just my big dump of files.
Dump of link that you probably don't even remember what they are.
I actually don't.
I have never seen.
I have so many Instagram videos that I've saved that I've just sent a random 5 to you with the links. I cannot remember what they are. By the way, Jimbo, we're an honest show. We're talking about feedback. Did the world around us work? I feel like they didn't work. Do we have any comments?
Or
was it all quiet on
Western
Front?
Specifically? Okay. Other than Wayne Hollis saying we need more Stewie and McGill sound bites.
Move on.
Is he here? We got Stewie in the studio?
Move on.
Very nice.
Move on. You are a moron.
That's for Wayne Hollis.
Thanks, Wayne. All right. What have we...
Deboy, you are as strong as an ox.
Indeed I am.
muscles being hidden by the Finch Collective. All right, what do we got in the Jimbotron tonight, mate?
All right, let's pull something up.
Are we going with your videos first, or are we going with the...
Well, you've got a good list there. I might pull one of yours up first.
Yeah, go on. Again, I've saved these weeks ago. I got no idea what these are. I'm nervous now. I hope I send you the right links.
Oh!
Yeah. It's poor little comic book feet. Stick it up. For those listening, a seagull just got hit midair by a soccer ball, and he was resuscitated on field.
It's a repeat of what happened with in the MLB. How they've had that multiple
happened as well?
Yeah, they've had it where they've either the batter or the pitcher's caught a bird on the way in.
Caught a bird.
Caught a bird.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, old catch a bird.
All right, what's next?
All right, let's pull up another one of yours.
Another one of Kurt's dumps.
I do have it.
Yes, I do.
Can you help?
Sorry, Commissioner. Oh, you have a
I'm sweating.
tissue stuck on your forehead. Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's off. It's off. Thank you.
The top comment was, whatever he's being investigated for, he's guilty. Have you seen a more nervous man in your life than that man?
Hilarious.
Extraordinary.
We had Alex in the chat saying he hit a duck with a golf ball once, which
With a golf ball?
sounds extraordinary. Was that midair, Alex, or did you sink it in the water and it happened to be floating
And
on
then
the
a
top?
duck just turns up like that, legs out. Me and B Factor, he almost killed a woman once at the North Adelaide golf course. Missed her head by about a foot.
Jeez.
Yeah, because he goes, do you reckon I'm all right
Swinging or-
to tee off? And I said, yeah, mate, we're fine. You haven't been hitting that well all day.
She's real lippy.
Well, yeah, and he finally gets onto one and woof, right past her head.
Whoa.
Yeah, wasn't happy.
Snap.
All right, what else have we got?
Wait, so what was the? So he was teeing off thinking he wasn't going to make it up
Yeah,
to
yeah.
it?
He hadn't flushed one all day. It was the 18th.
How many times do you do that? Yeah, you're not flashing. You're just not getting distance. You hit one when it's like, no, there's no way. And then,
Happens every now and then.
All
All right, what else, Jimbo? Let's keep rolling through these. We need to speed up this Jimbotron. It's lagging today. What's going on?
Is not playing.
Might have to pivot here, Jim. I'll go to a longer form video. We've got the Mr. Roboto, which we could talk about tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, all right, let's go to that. I don't know what's going on with Instagram.
Yeah, we've had a few drop frames, so I don't know if,
Have we? Okay.
if any of the listeners are experiencing issues, but
We're still all good?
yeah, as far as
Okay.
we're back in the green.
All right, well, that's good. Well, let's talk about Mr. Roboto, because the humanoids took on the humans in Beijing on the weekend. There was a half marathon.
Yep.
Right? Why are you smiling like that?
I was just going to say the AI is taking over.
The AI is taking over.
Yep.
Yeah, and you're a tech man. I partly blame you for this shite. You and your cronies,
kind.
you nerds. What happened to the humanity of it all, Jimbo? Why are you building robots to race us? What's going on?
Well, I mean, we all know what the end goal of that is. I don't think it's to win a race. Maybe the human race.
Yeah, well, what is the end goal?
I'd say it's soldiers, it's army, it's military.
Oh, crap, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, it's not to win a marathon, is it?
No, I know this is not the end goal. I'm saying it's gone too far already. I don't want to race robots. All right, get the video. I want to.
All we know is the soldiers are going to be fast.
Yeah, well, at least over 21.1 kilometers, they'll be pretty good.
Jeepers.
Crap, okay. Yeah, maybe this isn't as much of a light and funny story as I thought. China breeding killer robots. Is it called breeding? No, building.
No.
Building.
So yeah, as far as I'm aware, this is just a marathon they typically have. They've just started introducing robots.
Yeah.
Like they've done it before. I forget what year. Like they definitely did it last year.
Yeah, it's like bringing R2D2 to
Yeah,
park
but
run.
I'm assuming at one point or at 1 year they decided like, hey, we got some robots we've been working on. Can we get them in the mix?
Let's have a look at these jerks. You didn't give that line enough credit, by the way. It's like bringing R2D2 to park run. Where we go? Where's Mr. Roboto? I want to see this video. Do you need me to pad? Do you want me to do some of Kurt's famous
that's right.
padding?
I got the link now. Slack does some interesting things.
I'm a master at filler. All right, here we go. Oh, wow. What a start. Look at these boys. All right, let's break this
It
down.
starts like any other race, but this one is different. 12,000 runners are competing against more than 100 humanoid. 12,000. This one
Look how
is
busy his
different.
technique. Go right at the start. Right at the start. Look at him go.
It starts like any other race, but this one is different. 12,000 runners are competing against more than 100 humanoid robots in a 21 and help train artificial intelligence to navigate the course and maintain.
Stop. Obviously, the robots will win. In what world will the robots not win? We saw how much faster they are than the humans. A robot doesn't get fatigued.
I mean, this year, yes, last year they got beat by hours.
Yeah, but this is one of those races where you see the first 3 seconds and you know who wins, right?
No, not necessarily.
Well, they get puffed, do they?
Wow. Have I prepared a video for you? Oh, this is the...
Hang on, is this they sometimes fall over and skits out? Is that what this is?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
This is the pit stop that's required for these machines through the race.
Oh, I'm going to eat my words.
He's pulling into the pit lane. He's struggling. His legs are fatigued. Got to swap some batteries out.
What the hell?
I don't know what the hell these things are they've got to fill him up with. I think it's like dry ice or something. I don't know. They're filling him up there. They're getting batteries. This dude's spraying like the wind.
Why is this spraying down there?
You've had the old...
Knob spray?
the old chafing. So he's losing some serious time there.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm sure he
He's
can...
like, get on, mate. Get on.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be all right. He's literally a robot. Like, I actually hate this. The more I see it, the more it just makes me mad that this is happening. Keep going. I want to see more of these boys.
Pace. Spectators weren't disappointed.
He's flying.
I was shocked. I never expected those robots could run and walk like humans.
Where you been, mate?
China's robotic industry has developed so quickly. The first few robots were so fast.
It's a major step up from the inaugural race in 2025, when most robots stumbled.
Pause it.
So I believe that was last year.
This is my point. If the robots don't fall over because they've been built badly, then of course they win. Make them stable. And like, it's not a test of endurance of robot versus human. A robot's a machine. You can't beat a machine.
Well,
Once they start and they're faster, how could we possibly beat them?
Of course, if they're faster, that's you're acting like they either stay on their feet and they're definitely faster, or they fall over. But last year they finished the race; they just finished it way slower.
How many times they fall over?
You're basically saying, "Oh, well, if I just run fast enough, I'm going to win."
Yeah, but now it's no longer interesting because they've surpassed the point of
100%.
human capability.
That I agree. So now it's the like, okay, we can do it. Do we keep putting these things and just like, hey guys, we're like 1/4 the time you guys are now.
So now, yeah. Oh my gosh. So the PTSD used to be mortar shells going off in wars, right? And now it's going to be the fuzz of drones, right?
No,
that's going to be currently it's the psychological injury of that's of soldiers and service people. In 5 years' time, we're going to literally be chased through the wilderness by robots. Is that how we're going to die?
I think so.
Holy moly.
iRobot is starting to look more like a documentary. Hey?
Is that the one where the dog died?
No, that was I Am Legend.
Oh, right.
No robots in that one.
Okay.
Zombies.
Okay. Was there a dog robot in iRobot?
No. A dog robot. I don't think
was
so.
there?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Wayne Noah, so how do I get one of these pit crews for my cardio sessions?
Well, this is the other thing too. They've got an unfair leg up there. They're getting a whole crew dedicated.
But Alex said it's the robot's hips that make it look weird. Yeah, but it's also
true,
they made
because
their
the
arms so
legs just
nubby as
move.
well.
Yeah,
like
they
they're
do.
not proportional. But I love
A lot
that
of
the
nubby arms on tonight's show.
I love the irony is I don't know if they intentionally were just saying we're making humanoid robots, therefore we've got to make them look like humans to run.
Yeah.
Or is it just, hey, this is just the easiest mechanics to make something that runs?
Well, I think
it's both.
I think you have to make it look like and function like a human. Otherwise,
True.
we're getting beaten by a remote control car. It's no race.
True.
Yeah.
Or it's just a dog-looking thing running around.
Yeah.
Which those things are creepy.
Those things are creepy as anything. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And then I assume you saw then the one that I also had, which was the one that... So this one actually was from that race. So they weren't all bangers.
Okay.
As far as...
well,
like you said, if
not all robots are born equal, Jim.
But they all have value.
Mm.
Right, so I think the creators of this one weren't feeling as good as the guys that finished. I love the title. Carnage at the start of Robot Marathon.
Why did it disintegrate?
Just instant carnage.
Wow, that is carnage. I love when they freak out. They just
spaz.
No robot has ever looked composed having a fall.
That's because in its computing, it's like, I'm still running.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we stop at least.
I'm
we have the
still
sense
going.
to stop. All right, the end of humanity is near.
Oh, I don't know. I think it was on that video as well. Did you see? Oh, I've got to pull it back up. Oh, I don't know if I'll find it, but at the end of the race, they also gave the robots medals like they were people. So there's this lady at the end. There's the mechanic dudes next to them. There's the human next to the robot, and they just put the medal on the robot. Move on to the next robot. Really?
What are we doing here? All right. What else you got, Jimbo? You had a few. Do you want to try a few more videos that you had there, or do you want to talk about the toilet paper factory?
Oh, that was a good one. Yeah. So I don't know specifically in America where it was. Middle of somewhere.
Can't remember.
But basically, a disgruntled worker of a factory that largely produced toilet paper, paper towels, and the likes, basically filmed himself and posted on Instagram of him basically saying, if you don't pay us enough to not do this, and he proceeded to just light trails of toilet paper on cartons.
The least you could have done is pay us enough to live.
Yeah, and he's like, and pay us enough to not do this.
Yeah. How did he light the fires with no arms and no legs? Yeah, and what was just moronic, all the comments saying, oh, they get what they deserve. You know, if you pay your workers more, otherwise this stuff will happen. It's like, okay, heroes in the comments. Is that how we respond to people lighting multi-million-dollar fires that devastate cities now, is it? Okay, that's fine.
So it was 500 million in damages.
Holy crap.
So 500 million. So I believe, so this is the video of them talking about what they're doing prosecution-wise, I guess.
Product alone that was inside of the warehouse was worth $500 million. The building itself was worth $150 million. In addition to count one, we filed an additional 6 more counts as it related to each separate fire that was started by the suspect in this particular case.
This morning, we're announcing that we are also filing federal charges against Mr. Abdul Karim with arson, which carries a 5-year mandatory minimum federal prison sentence and is punishable by up to 20 years in prison.
Looks a little like your brother. Don't you reckon?
A little bit.
There's a bit of Jake there.
Yeah, you can swing that.
Is Jake happy at work?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
He was looking for a lighter the other day.
What was the plan, Abdul Karim? I mean, beyond the clout that you get on social media, like
that's what I was thinking. Is like you either light this fire and walk away thinking, they'll put it out. They'll get to it.
Yeah.
Or you are just that mentally disrupted that you are just thinking, let it all burn and this is justice. And I don't know. I don't think.
But what do these people think? Do they think it's like a TV show?
Consequence at this point.
Do they think it's a TV show where they walk out and they're a hero and it ends there? Like, what do they think happens after that? Obviously, they're mentally doolalled, but
yeah, I don't know if they literally just have no concept of what the consequence for this will be. Do they think like, I'll get a year in prison and I'll be right?
One thing I will say for Abdul Karim, plan worked really well. Like well executed. If you wanted to set that factory on fire, you did a great job.
And I don't know if you saw the aerial view. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, yeah. Of the burnt out building.
100%.
Yeah, it was crazy. So just for the strategy for those watching, he went around and it wasn't just one thing he lit. It was basically a live stream or a long video and he lit all these little fires all the way around, and toilet paper obviously combusts very, very well. So little toilet paper fire, and you think, I'm sure they've got some sprinklers in the roof that might put this out. Turns out it didn't get it, Jimbo. Have you got that aerial view? Oh, what are we looking at here?
Yeah, so this is literally all four walls surrounding the perimeter are still up, and it's just a crisp on the inside.
I'll find the video though. The video when they fly over is extraordinary. Man burns down toilet paper.
You got me there, right? Oh, this is probably covering him actually starting the fire.
And we have new developments this morning in this massive warehouse fire that started yesterday in Ontario.
Look at
it's
that.
a story Today in LA has been on top of since it started. And now new video has surfaced, apparently posted by the man accused of arson. NBC4's Lauren Coronado has been on this since the fire
we don't
started.
need her reporting. Let's
so
get
Lauren,
to
the video is disturbing with what we see.
There we go.
but also
There you go.
Your inventory. It's enough to live or afford to live. At least pay us enough not to do this. There goes your inventory.
Shocking video posted to
There you
social
go.
media showing
Someone's life just
little fires everywhere.
melting down in real time. Crazy. There are some nuts people out there, Jim. Nuts. No one's burnt down Muscle Cat Studios just yet. But if you want to raise, just talk to me. All right.
Yeah.
just call me. All right. What else? What else have you got to go through? We've done Mr. Roboto. We've done LIV Golf and the Saudi Sport. We've done the world around us. We'll go back to the drawing board with that and we'll review it.
I don't know if you've ever. There was another story. I think it was this week about a cop that got fined. So he had again posted a video to Instagram, I guess, incriminating himself. So this is the coverage of it.
Driver selfie has seen South Australia's top traffic cop fined over a crime that he's spent years policing. Superintendent Shane Johnson was booked for using a mobile phone while on the road after posting this photo during a 200-kilometre ride.
So he's posted a photo of him on a ride and turned around and been fined for it, which
I don't know why that doesn't get me that much. Does that annoy you? Does that roll you up? The top traffic cop that he did that, or do we just accept we know everyone does that? That's normal human behavior.
No, it
he
doesn't
took a
roll
photo
me
on a
up.
bike. Who the hell cares?
It doesn't roll me up. It's more just the irony.
It is very ironic.
I just like the irony of oh mate, taking a selfie like oh I guess I'll get a ticket now.
Yeah, comes across his desk just to stamp it. Yeah, damn it. Oh sweet, $300 into the budget. Oh wow,
man.
Yeah, okay. What else? Were there a couple of others that I had for you on the old Instagram, Jimbo?
Yep.
What else have we got? Just a couple more, and then we'll see what else is going on in the chat here. What's this one?
Freitas é rede! Primeiro toca na bola! Gol!
Where's he going?
Oh, yeah. That's right.
É de Freitas! É para o...
Is that a sponsor of that?
It must be. I mean, if that's a promotion for Toyota, it's the most effective one. Is that? I think it's real. I do think it's real. Yeah, it was from the 2018 Copa Libertadores.
That's funny.
Great celebration. All right, give us one more, and then we'll turn to the people in the chat and see what's going on. Oh boy, Insta's really killing our buzz tonight, isn't it, Jimbo? All right,
there we go.
One more.
Andrew broke that at Highbury. Cole has gone down injured.
Nobody's touched them, Steve. Nobody's touched them. Nobody's touched them. Right in front of the linesman.
Wait for it.
And again, it's the crowding of officials here from Arsenal.
Yeah, every Arsenal player's there. Watch this.
Oh! Yeah,
he has touched him. Yeah, I thought he hadn't.
Lee Hendry broke that at
Yeah,
Highbury.
he has touched him.
He has touched him.
Yeah, he has touched him. Yeah. I mean, at least he corrected it, right? At least he corrected it. Goodness me.
Wow.
Look, we've got a big week coming up this week, Jimbo. It is the NFL draft. I did want to talk about that because we had our big mock draft episode last night, which, like I said at the top of the show, was a success. We had 750 people
tune in
to this point. Tune in.
Yep.
Hopefully some more by the time we wake up. We'd love to crack the 1,000 for the first time on the Outback QB. So if you are an NFL fan and you haven't watched it, check out the Outback QB podcast on Spotify, Apple, YouTube. But this week, it is the draft. Starts Friday. I'll be tuning in right here from this couch and watching every single pick all day. I'm looking forward to it. But there's always this stuff that seems to come out around draft time, these stories of, draft stocks going up, draft stocks down. And they seem to find trouble. There's just these pesky little reporters finding trouble. There's a guy called Ruben Bain who's been one of the top picks, maybe top 5 draft pick, and they decided to bring up that he had a fatal car crash, as in not himself. He's still going. but somebody
It's
else.
going to hurt your draft pick.
Stock way down. But he was involved in a fatal car accident 2 years ago, right? Everyone knew about this. This was public knowledge, or at least amongst the NFL insiders and reporters it was. And yet for some reason, despite the family saying, we wish him all the best, it wasn't his fault, it's fine, despite him being cleared of any wrongdoing, not getting in any kind of trouble with the law, 2 weeks out from the draft, they just decide to put this out. Now, that has got to be one of the more sinister...
Who's they in that context? Just journalists?
Yeah, someone in the NFL insider, group of journalists decides to break the story, and then they're copycats, right? As soon as one comes out, they echo it, and it goes again and again and again. And I don't know whether it was just to deflect from the other drama that's going on at the moment with the NFL, with the Patriots head coach and Diana Rossini and the objectionable things going on there. But people can look that up in their own time.
Yeah.
Just a couple of fools getting found out in 4K. Maybe not 4K. It was probably 540p.
Yeah,
pretty low definition photos.
Yeah, it's not up to standard these
but
days.
Incriminating nonetheless, Jimbo. So look, there's all this drama around the NFL draft. But all that aside, it is one of the more exciting times of the year for sports fans, for NFL fans. And there's this theory that constantly goes around in my head that I want your thoughts on as like a semi-sports guy. I find the off-season, like roster building, trades, drafts, I think I actually enjoy that side of sport more than the actual sport itself.
There you go.
I don't know whether that's a sad reflection on the NFL as a sport or whether it's just an entertainment industry now, but there's something about just seeing, the possibilities, right? Any team could win it next year. This guy might go there. They might get this for him. Oh, look at their roster on paper now.
Yeah.
And then you get to the games. It's like, yeah, cool. I love the games, obviously, but it's just, there's an incredibly intriguing and exciting side of it that I can't get enough of. And I think a lot of guys are the same. Do you look at things like the draft and get excited for it in any way?
Nah.
No, it's not you, is it?
Only the aspect of my prospective team filling a gap to make the next season meaningful.
Right, just a functional upgrade in your team, but you don't look at the whole thing.
I only see the excitement of, do we get a guy that's actually going to help the franchise and turn a team around? If you're a struggling team, will the prospects help?
What do you?
But I mean, to be fair, you're back in the football manager days. You've always loved the management side of games. NFL's
Football Manager was my life in uni. That's why I was so bad at uni. I was so good at Football Manager. That's pretty much all I did. What did I do? I didn't go to class. I just played Football Manager. Yeah. And well spent, I learned more from that than I did from any university.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't go, but
Yeah, whereas I'm more, I don't know. I assume the viewership numbers are really good for the draft because I assume it's obviously more exciting than I'm intrigued
750 people have watched us make fake picks 5 days before the real
could
thing
happen. True.
in Australia. So that's my other question. What do you think of mock drafts? Like, do you look at mock drafts where people pretend and go, oh, this guy, I think will go here. Do you look at that and go, what is this absurd concept? Or do you go, I can see why people like that?
Again, I can see it, especially as a diehard.
Yeah.
Of a team.
Yeah.
I struggle to. And most, I'd say, of the people in the chat yesterday were vocal on their teams to some extent.
True.
So it's like, I struggle to see how you do it like across the gambit to be like, I'm going to draft for all teams, but to draft for yourself and somebody else taking picks that you can then, who's the best for my team?
Some people literally just tuned in for their team and then tuned out.
Yeah.
Like that
makes sense to me is like the 100% the mock draft for your own team makes sense to me of like, who will we get? And these idiots don't know what they're talking about come the actual draft day. They didn't make the right pick. And which would be interesting.
All right, well, we'll find out on Friday. I can't wait to park myself on this couch. And I've fashioned a life where that's work for me. Yeah. So wicked. I'm working. Leave me alone. I'm working.
And then obviously is it October they're coming to Melbourne?
September, yes.
September?
Yes, the Australia game.
Not going to lie, not loving the enthusiasm coming from, I think it's the 49ers coach. Kyle Shanahan. I did have a video of him being asked about it.
Yeah. Let's have a look. What does Kyle have to say?
Probably not the best view for the fans that are actually going.
All right, let's go. Where's Kyle?
Makes no sense that we can be streaming live with green bars, but Instagram's struggling to load.
This is Insta again. Come on, Instagram. Maybe we're getting too big. They're getting wary of us.
At this point, is it Instagram?
We're definitely on air, right?
Yeah, like we're green as.
All right, Kyle. What's Kyle Shanahan got to say?
How are you about opening the season in Australia?
So fired up. That was our goal to go 19 hours away and play a game. So I think we're going back in time or into the future. I think we gain a day or lose a day. I'm not sure which one yet, but it is what it is. We'll deal with it. And I think there's 8 international games. We got 2 of them, so we're fired up about that.
Were you expecting to get 2 of them? Like, how does that work? Like, do you have to negotiate or anything?
No, they tell you and you deal with it. That's it. Yeah.
Is there any pro about this besides the con of travel and logistics?
No, not at all. I don't see any pro. I mean, it's cool for the league. It's cool. Yeah, it's cool for the league to play global. I think it's awesome. But as far as the team doing it, it's no, there's not much benefit to it. Sometimes it's nice to get a bye week after, but it doesn't happen week 1.
Such a bad chat. I love that he couldn't even throw a bone. Is there any benefit? Oh, beautiful place. We'll get to nah, not at all. Don't see any upside whatsoever.
He's right.
Well,
he's 100% correct. If that was my team and I was the head coach, I would say, what are we doing this bollocks for? As an Australian, I want to watch it, of course. But as a team, it is the most disruptive possible start to your year.
I definitely get it as a coach perspective. And to be fair to him, at least at least he sees it's good for the league. Which is the correct part.
But it's not his responsibility to care for the league or for grassroots or for Australian fans. Who cares from the 49ers perspective?
But does it not bother you as somebody going to watch like, oh, this guy doesn't want to be here?
Not at all.
No?
Because he's still coming.
Well, he's still got to do it, I guess. Not like he's going to do any better or worse because he's disgruntled about it.
I'm not watching this game. I'm not going to the game because I think they want to be here and I'm excited for that.
No,
I'm going to the game because the game matters. It's still a regular season game. I wouldn't bother if that was an exhibition. Right?
True.
They care about the win-loss, so they will put everything into it. But his point is valid that it is so much harder than it needs to be for them.
True.
To get 2 international games in a year is brutal.
That's unlucky.
His point about not getting the bye week because it's week 1.
So you're straight back into it.
Dude, you know what jet lag is like going from Australia to the US.
I mean, I don't know what it's like in business class, but...
True, but I think that's a bit of a myth. It's still...
True.
Do
you even have enough seats in business class for a whole team? Or are they going multiple flights? Are they chartered? What are they
chartering?
doing?
I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know. They said they got their scientists onto figuring out the best way to get in and out and how many days they come. And
scientists?
Yeah, they got scientists. There was a scientist.
Is this like health scientists or like data scientists?
Well, I don't know. They just use the word scientist. They said this on the Heat the Cool podcast. They got a lot of scientists at San Francisco. I want to see
these qualifications.
Well, because there was a scientist who debunked the EMF field at the electric plant or whatever it is. So a lot of science at the San Francisco 49ers. But yeah, I actually agree with him. I know it's a curmudgeonly take and the way he put it was pretty blunt. And he's looking more and more like his old man as the years go on. His dad Mike was a coach as well. But I fully agree with him. I would be livid if I was the 49ers and the Rams having to do that.
And speaking of 49ers fans, Hans is in the chat saying,
hey.
I hope the Packers never have another international game again.
Yeah.
To your point. Yeah, obviously it's not beneficial for the team.
And we've seen injuries and all sorts of just cursed stuff that's come from these games. So the funny thing is, I think other teams would be looking at them like the Jaguars always get sent to London and Germany or whatever because they're a smaller team, so they get fished around by the NFL, kick to the side, you can go here, you can do that.
Yep.
But now the big boys are being sent around, like the Packers, the Chiefs went to Brazil, the Ravens went, I think the Eagles have traveled, and now the Rams and the 49ers. So it's not just the little teams that are being bullied into these trips anymore.
True.
Like the NFL is saying, no, big boys, you have to go as well.
Yeah.
So
there is a level of, we'll tell you when it's got to happen.
Correct. No, I like it. What else you got, Jimbo? Anything else?
We had Plum Lover in the chat saying, I like your passion for the draft, but personally am happy to not watch it at all.
Okay.
I agree with you.
I get that. Actually, I don't get it. I love the draft so much.
And then Wayne Hoare said, it's like the week before you go on a big holiday. The lead up is more exciting than the actual holiday, which tends to just be stress and overspending like regular season football.
That's true. That's true. Because everything's positive in your mind and you're imagining the best of the best. And then it gets to the real thing and, oh, no, we suck again. Oh, no, we suck again.
We had Liam in the chat saying, speaking of Football Manager, I made the decision to leave Peterhead to take over the vacant manager's position of Hibs Hearts' main rival.
Oh, Liam, that is sacrilege for you. You can't be managing your... Actually, no, that's one of the most fun things about Football Manager. You take your rival, and if you win, you take the glory. But if you stuff them up, it's like, whatever, I hate these guys anyway, and you can just leave. It's great. It's a great strategy.
Then we had Alex asking Liam a chat, hey, Liam, what's the deal with Group A and B in the Premiership? I'm a noob. I have no idea.
What was that? Sorry, what was the...
That was Alex in the chat saying, what's the deal with Group A and B in the partnership?
In the Premiership.
Premiership.
Yeah, that's the Scottish Premiership. So once they get to a certain point, I think it's 32 games into the season, they take the top 6. And they're the only teams that can win it from there. And the top 6, they play each other only for the remaining 6 or 10 or whatever games. So it's like every game is a banger because it's the top 6 playing each other. It's sort of like finals without there being finals.
Yep.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I get you.
But good question. Was that Alex or Plum Lover? Same dude?
That was Alex.
Okay. Very good. Well, that's all I had tonight, I think, Jimbo. Is there anything else before we run away?
I guess just... it depends if I risk it with it. Well, this is an Instagram. This will test my theory.
Okay.
So I guess on the concept of travel, I know you're a man that does happen to travel a lot.
I do.
I just came across this and wondered if this is part of your regular experience. I know in hotel life you've got to use the gym, you got to stay fit while you're about.
Yep.
And wondering if you ever run into guys like this.
Oh, here we go.
Just 6:15.
How'd you get that video of me?
6:15 on a Saturday morning, just running.
You know what? I do occasionally go to the hotel gym. There's a hotel I stay in. I must have stayed there 70 times, and it's fine. It's got a gym, but it's fully in. It's in the corridor. So you got the rooms on the left, you got the rooms on the right, then you got the lifts and everything in the middle, and there's like storerooms and things. And the gym, they've carved it out of the internal structures. There's no windows, right? It's completely artificially lit. It's sort of like the studio. So you get a bit of, you're up high, it's dark and closed in. You get a bit of vertigo. It's a little strange. But to compound the feeling of the walls closing in, the ceiling is ridiculously low. So they got the chin up bar in, but you can't do a full chin up because your head hits the roof.
What?
So your chin ups go to about there.
That's fine.
Yeah, and even at some points of it, it's like it's got lower points than others. If you do like a shoulder raise, you pretty much
hit the roof.
Yeah, it's really odd.
Wow.
My regime suffers when I travel because of that very reason. But I have had some weird travel things myself lately. I was on the plane to Sydney, I think the other day, and I had my headphones in, and I'm just settling in for the flight. And occasionally you hear things that sort of, you take out your headphones to hear. And it's like, I thought, what? That can't be what it is. I take my headphone out, and sure enough, there was a dog barking
on the
in the plane, on a seat, 2 rows ahead of me. As people were going past, it was rah, 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 yapping at people on the way through. Now, I have seen like service dogs or whatever.
They're normally well behaved.
This little mutt was going mental. He was barking at people like he was at the front window of his house, and there was the postman who rocked up. It was absolute chaos.
You know what the difference is? There's the service dog and then the emotional support animal.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, the emotional support animal not so well behaved.
Discipline your emotional support animal.
Just
before I do it for you.
It's giving you one emotion.
Goodness me. He was yapping his ass off, that dog.
Did he stop, or he was going throughout the flight?
He stopped.
Once everyone found
a few yaps on ascent, but they did calm him down.
So weird.
It reminded me, I've heard a dog barking from below the plane before.
In the cargo.
Like international on the it was a 7-hour flight, and 2 hours in I hadn't heard anything, and I hear a distant bark. I'm like, I must be dreaming. What is going on? And I asked Kathy, is there a bark? Can you hear a bark from below? There's just a dog in amongst the luggage having a yap.
Wow.
Extraordinary.
That's where Hans said in the chat, on a flight back from Singapore, they woke me at 2 a.m. to offer me a slice of pizza for my sleeping 7 and 3-year-olds. That's pretty poor form.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no. What time are you on in a plane on an international flight? At what point do you switch from whose time? Are we on the destination time instantly?
Straight away.
Yeah, I feel like
instantly.
That's got to be the move.
I even do that to Perth.
Yeah, okay.
I do that to Perth.
Yep. Just get me in the mindset of where I'm going.
Because for a 2-day trip to umpire a game of footy, that's 3 hours. When it's 3 hours, that can affect you a little. Because it can stuff up your sleep that night and all sorts.
Wow.
Rock up starving. But yeah, I hate that from the flight attendant who's woken Hans for that.
That's the pits. Just leave them alone.
You have to be strategic, especially in certain flights about when you choose to sleep, right? You got to know when
Yeah.
the food's coming and when it's not.
Yeah.
But when you've made the decision, you expect to be left alone.
Yeah.
That's extraordinary stuff. It's a funny old role, the flight attendant.
It's a
isn't it?
hard one because, it's a lose-lose. You either wake somebody and piss them off that doesn't want food, or you don't wake them and then they whinge about, I didn't get food.
No. That's on them. If you fall asleep before
true.
food, that is
but we know
because you can
there's-
always go and ask, can I please have some pizza?
Yeah, but there's these people that'll make a fuss about it.
Yeah, well, they put them next to the dog and shut them up.
Give them an emotional support animal to deal with.
That's right. Flight attendant, man.
Oh, man.
It boggles my mind. Who wants that job? Who wants to be a flight attendant?
I like the idea of being a flight attendant at one
Yeah,
point
you
in my
would,
life. I just like the idea
surprises
of
there, Jimbo.
getting free flights all over the place.
No, it sucks. It's not a free flight in that, oh, sweet, I get to chill out and read my book or play my Switch or
No, I mean,
whatever.
I get to go to the destination, though.
Yeah, for 4.5 hours where you're in a staff lounge and then you're right back to bloody
for regional
Hobart.
stuff, not international.
Mate.
I had multiple friends that were flight attendants, and they're spending weeks in Bali when they have some level of scheduling input that if I'm doing international, whether I'm going to stay there for a bit.
It's called annual leave. We all have it, James. All right?
He's not getting paid while he's on the beach, is he, I guess?
Yeah, exactly. It's called annual leave, and that's when they take it. They just happen to have paid to go to Bali, or they get a discounted or free flight. Great.
It's either that or liking the what do they call them? The flight agents? That doesn't sound right. Travel agent. How they're like, oh yeah, I flew around there just to suss out the hotels, and they're like, where they're paid to go literally have the flight and the trip to suss out.
Sure, that's a little better.
That's better.
Flight attendant, mate, that job would suck. It's like, who goes, yeah, I like being a waiter, but I want it to be in a really cramped restaurant where I can't move sides. I only want to go up and down the corridor. I want the world's worst menu to serve. Super grumpy customers, and I want the restaurant to bump up and down occasionally.
And I want everyone to be real edgy.
Everyone to be really pissed off. I want, for some reason, a dog to be there.
Yeah.
I want it to be noisy and dehydrating, and I want there to be just a small risk of me dying.
Yeah.
I would love that job.
Yeah.
So when you put it like that, it's so good, does it?
Didn't think about those sides when I was a kid.
Well, the other thing too is when you get on the plane and the most pointless task in the history of menial jobs is you get on the plane, they say, oh, just a ticket, sir. Yeah, sure, here's a ticket. And they go, yes. Just this way, please. I'm like, I know.
It's
because
down the one
that
way.
way is where the pilots
Yeah,
sit.
that always bothered me. It's like, why do you have them up at the... Like, I've got a ticket at this point. Like, I'm not sneaking
This
in
way,
off the
please.
tarmac.
Yeah. I've been checked 3 times already.
I always question that. Is that just the double check to make sure nobody's snuck in? Or is it the like, this is where your seat is?
I think it's that, and that bit makes sense. But the gesturing to where I'm sitting, I know. Because all the seats are there.
It's that way, mate.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty...
I thought it was a left. I've done this before. Can I sit up the front with those guys?
Flight attendants.
What is it? Did you ever have a job you romanticized as a kid?
Yeah, owner of Muscle Media. No,
You've achieved your
weirdly,
dreams.
I did want to be an AFL umpire at the age of 8.
Yeah, true.
I have a Sunday school drawing of myself that I did at 8. I wanted to do that. I wanted to be a footy commentator, which I still might be.
Yep.
I'm trying to worm my way into that at some point. And I wanted loosely to be a statistician, but I just loved sports and stats and numbers. But yeah, that's probably it. I was never the kid that was like astronaut, firefighter.
Nah, I'm the same. Like early on, I was into develop. I wanted
Leave
to
that
be a
for the
developer.
brave kids.
Was that? Yeah. But there's still... Was there ever... You never romanticized particular careers throughout your life? I feel like there was times when I was like... Especially in my younger career where I'm stressed out of my mind coding. Don't get me wrong, I love the coding aspect. When I'm doing a lot of client-facing stuff, you're getting in the neck. It's like, man, I'd love to be...
Unemployed. I would love to be unemployed. Yeah.
At a certain point. No, to me, I romanticized in my most stressful parts of my career. I romanticized being a parcel delivery driver. Like, mate, almost just got to drive from A to B, drop off a package. I'd love to do that all day.
Therapeutic
Low
almost,
stakes. Yeah, put on a podcast.
Yeah, but you see...
Don't put me in the city, but yeah. Between like a truck driver and a parcel delivery, just put me in a car, leave me to my thoughts for a while. And
sure.
It's low stakes. I'm not dealing with clients yelling at me.
Well, I think you are.
Am I?
If you're worried about people being tetchy on a plane, mate, imagine when you Ace Ventura their package all dented up and you've broken their vase. And or you're late by 1 hour. Mate, I reckon they would cop a bucket load of abuse.
Yeah.
I reckon they would cop heaps.
Parcel deliveries, yeah.
Sorry to shatter your dream.
Yeah.
But I do see...
I was holding out hope for my retirement plans.
I do see what you're saying, though. Like a job where you feel like...
It just takes the mental load off of like, cool, I don't need the... Did you ever have that? No?
Oh, a little bit. Maybe every now and then I fantasize about being a greenskeeper at a golf course.
Oh, yeah.
Like a ride-on mower.
I know that's multiple people. I've talked to people about this, and that's been a recurring theme. Like, greenskeeper of a really nice golf course. Well, not even a nice golf course, just low-stakes golf course.
And I know that I don't have the talent, application, or hard-working ability to do it, and it would ruin the romanticism of golf for me, so forget it. But
this is the argument I had with a friend that's a big golf fan. I'm like, mate, you're not a gardener. You're not a fan of those things. You're not playing golf all day.
Well, this is basically my response to everybody, and I have a lot of people now who say, I'm thinking of starting a podcast, right? I've got this great idea for a podcast. I love footy, I love music, I love whatever. It's like, cool, man. Now imagine all the passion and the freedom that you get from that being sucked out of it, because every time you watch it, you think, how do I turn this into a message, distill it for the people, and broadcast it in a way that hits the mark, right?
Yeah.
I still love sport, don't get me wrong, but every time I watch it, my mind is ticking of how do I now get this out? What's the story? How do I distill it? How do I make it funny and or entertaining? And where do we go from here?
Yeah.
And that's my job for tomorrow. So everybody that asks me that, I'm like, you can do it. Just be prepared. Your passion now becomes work.
And I'd say that, is that not true for everything, I guess?
I guess so.
Yeah. I guess that's...
But I think the difference with podcasting is the naivety of people going into it.
Oh, definitely.
They assume that it's...
and it's the same with like being a Ronaldo and a famous soccer player. It's like, yeah, it's great, but there's a point where I'm sure it's he lost the love of the game.
Mate, fame for fame's sake is the worst thing on earth.
Yeah.
It would suck.
Yeah.
I mean, it does suck, I can tell you.
Yeah. We had... I think Han saying, I wanted to be a garbo, I assume garbage man, so I could finish early and go for a surf. Yeah, fair call.
Like that.
I think that's what... I feel like Denzel Washington, because he was a garbage truck driver.
Was he?
And that was the thing he said is, if he got through his route quick enough, he could just knock off, which he loved about it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then, Wayne Horst, long-haul truck driver would be amazing until it's not. Fair call. I always romanticize it.
Yeah.
Get through the
cozy
podcast.
little cabin. The cozy cabin.
Oh, I watch some of the cabins getting around these days where they come up in the Insta feed of some young whippersnapper that's put the TVs
PlayStation.
He's got practically a kitchen on his dash when he parks up.
Until I turn into a fat slob who never sees my family.
But
not all truckers.
But think of the podcast
but I would.
Get through. Oh.
Yeah, well.
Get through the whole back nine.
Mate, my diet, I can't imagine what my diet would be if I was a trucker. Like, I don't know how...
Mate, you should see this guy. He's smoking turkey legs in a 12-volt.
Yeah.
You can eat
for
like
Insta
a king.
he is. What's he eating for the other 15 meals? Yeah. I don't... honestly, have I ever seen a svelte trucker? And you can't blame them, because how on earth do you eat well on the road as a trucker?
Yeah.
How?
Especially when you're eating at road stops and stuff. Like, it'd take a disciplined fella.
And how do you exercise? You can't exercise. Really?
I mean, you can. You just have to want to. When you get to your... Like, you're not... Like,
what do you mean when you get to your destination? You're at different spots in the world every night.
True. It's not like you're at a... Well, I assume... Yeah, I guess you're staying in the truck, hey?
That's right. There's not going to be the gym. There's not going to be my tiny gym where I can't do a chin-up.
Just add an extra trailer on the back. That's the gym trailer. Just have a permanent setup in the back.
No, James, what you want is a freight train. That's what you want.
Just 32 carts of the dining cart, the gym cart, the podcast cart.
The podcast cart. I like it. All right, I think that's the show tonight, Jimbo. That's it was a rambling one, but we got there. I liked that last 15 minutes. That was good fun.
That's it.
Thank you for everybody who tuned in. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, make sure you do. Keep telling your mates about it. We want to keep growing the show. It is good fun. We've got some more things, some more fun stuff coming up. The Finch Collective, thefinchcollective.com. If you like our gear, best way to support the show. Buy a hat, buy a hoodie, buy a shirt. Curt10, CURT10, Curt10. Is the code for 10% off. We've got the mailbag coming. Send an email to me, curtis@musclecat.com.au. In fact, it's probably easy. Just DM me. DM me at Curt Can't Talk on Instagram or TikTok with your questions, and we'll answer them very, very soon. All right. That's the show for tonight. Thank you, Jimbo. Good job as always, and we'll see you all next week.